Many people struggle with focusing on themselves, not because they don't want to grow, not because they don't care about their well-being, but because somewhere along the way, they learned that putting themselves first is selfish. So they focus on everyone else, their family, their responsibilities, their work, their expectations, and slowly, they disappear from their own life. Today, we'll talk about how to focus on yourself without guilt, without becoming cold, and without losing your kindness. First, let's gather our mindset. For decades, you may have been the primary caregiver. You raised children, supported a spouse, or cared for aging parents. You were the sturdy foundation for everyone else. But now, the season is changing. Many women over 55 carry a heavy ingredient called the caregiver schema. This is a deep-seated belief that you must always put others first. You might feel that having needs makes you selfish. This is a common misconception. Today, we are going to change that recipe. We will replace selfishness with responsible maintenance. Just as you wouldn't drive a car without oil, you cannot care for others without caring for yourself. Many of us were taught to be helpful, be available, be understanding, be strong, and these are beautiful qualities. But when they are constant, without balance, they become exhausting. Focusing on yourself can feel uncomfortable because it disrupts old patterns. Your nervous system may even react as if you're doing something wrong. But focusing on yourself is not abandoning others. It is reconnecting with yourself. Think about your role in your family. You're likely the emotional hub. If that hub breaks down, the whole system struggles. Research shows that neglecting your own needs leads to burnout. It can lead to resentment. It can even lead to depression. When you take time for yourself, you're not taking away from others. You are ensuring you have enough energy to give. This is responsible maintenance. Let's look at the selfishness versus self-care distinction. Selfishness is a lack of consideration for others. Self-care is the active preservation of your own health. They're not the same thing. By prioritizing your sleep, your hobbies, and your rest, you're filling your own cup. A full cup can pour into others. An empty cup cannot. This shift in thinking is crucial. It stabilizes your emotional blood sugar. It prevents the crash of caregiver burnout. Make sure this new thought is evenly coated in your mind. Repeat it daily. Caring for myself keeps me able to care for others. This is the base of our recipe. Without this, the rest of the steps won't work. What focusing on yourself really means. Focusing on yourself does not mean ignoring others, becoming selfish, closing your heart. It means listening to your needs, protecting your energy, being honest about your limb. It's making choices aligned with your well-being. It means asking, what do I need today? Instead of always asking, what does everyone else need? Dr. Kristen Neff is a leading researcher in this field. Her work shows that self-compassion is a powerful tool. It counters guilt. It reduces shame. It increases your adherence to healthy behaviors. First is self-kindness. Imagine your best friend made a mistake or felt tired. Would you scold her? No, you would offer support. You would tell her to rest. Now, treat yourself with that same kindness. If you are tired, let yourself rest. If you make a mistake, forgive yourself. Speak to yourself as you would speak to a friend. Second is common humanity. Recognize that you're not alone. Many women in this phase of life feel torn. Feeling struggle is part of the human experience. You are not failing, you are living. Knowing this helps control the feeling of isolation. Third is mindfulness. This means observing your feelings without judgment. If you feel guilty, notice it. I'm feeling guilt right now. Don't let it consume you. Just observe it. Like checking the oven, just take a look, then let it pass. Why is this ingredient so important? Because self-compassion stabilizes your internal environment. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. It improves your resilience. If you're constantly criticizing yourself for resting, you are adding heat to the kitchen. You are increasing your stress levels. But if you practice self-compassion, you cool things down. You create a safe space to recover. Popular options for practicing this include journaling or silent reflection. Take 5 minutes in the morning. Ask yourself, what do I need today? Maybe you need quiet. Maybe you need a walk. Maybe you need to call a friend. Whatever it is, honor it. This practice is great for snacking on throughout the day. A little bite of self-kindness here, and there adds up. It packs a nutritional punch for your mental health. Made these mental shifts before? It takes practice, but the results are golden. It's easy to avoid ourselves. We scroll, we overwork, we overgive, we stay BU. That's why, because stillness can feel uncomfortable. When you slow down, you hear your thoughts, you notice your feeling, NGS, and sometimes that can feel overwhelming. But avoiding yourself never leads to peace. Gently facing yourself does. This is where things can get heated. You might be used to saying yes to everything. Yes, I can watch the grandkids. Yes, I can host a dinner. Yes, I can listen to your problems for an hour. But your time and energy are limited resources. You must measure them carefully. Setting boundaries is not about being mean. It is about being clear. It is about protecting your responsible maintenance time. Here is a simple recipe for saying no. First, acknowledge the request. I know you need help with the kids. Next, state your limit clearly. However, I am not available this weekend. Finally, offer an alternative if you want to. I can help next Tuesday instead. Notice there is no apology. You do not need to apologize for taking care of yourself. Keep an eye on your tone. Keep it calm and firm. You can also set boundaries on your time. If you are a caregiver, define your hours. Limit the time you spend on active caregiving duties if possible. Communicate these limits to your family. I'm taking an hour for myself every afternoon. Please do not disturb me unless it is an emergency. This might feel uncomfortable at first. Like trying a new spice, it takes getting used to. But popular options for boundaries include not answering the phone after 8 p.m., reserving Sunday mornings for your hobbies, asking for help when you need it. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It means you know your ingredients. You know what you have, and you know what you need. If you don't set boundaries, your energy will burn. You will end up crispy, but not in a good way. You will be burnout. The last few minutes of your day are crucial. Protect them. Ensure your rest is evenly coated with peace. Remember, you are teaching people how to treat you. If you respect your time, they will too. Boundaries make a great addition to your relationships. They clarify expectations. They remove resentment. Here are small, realistic steps. Spend 10 minutes alone without distraction. Write down what you're feeling. Say no once this week without over-explaining. Move your body gently. Eat without multitasking. Turn your phone off 30 minutes EA. Relier. These are not dramatic changes. They're small signals that you matter to. Consistency builds self-trust. When you focus on yourself, stress reduces, energy returns, clarity increases, your relationships improve because you're no longer running on EMP. Healthy living is not just food and exercise. It is emotional alignment. When you feel centered, your body feels fair. You're allowed to care about yourself. You are allowed to to grow, to change. Focusing on yourself does not make you less loving. It makes you whole. And when you are whole, you have more to give from strength, not exhaustion. Thank you for being here, and please share and subscribe. I see you in the next one.